This is Lee with 82 Game and 12, back with video 3, dealing with the Great Battles of Julius Caesar Deluxe Edition by GMT. Came out in 2022, designed by Berg Herman and Richard Berg, and then developed by Alan Ray. And I got abruptly interrupted in video 2. My phone just cut me off. I do all this videoing with my phone. I need to get a more high tech device to do that. Probably I could do a lot more with that. But anyways, I guess I had some issues with a recent update that was downloaded that didn't get downloaded right. Anyways, it took up all my memory. And it was only after I deleted that off of there that I got my memory back where it's like it used to be. So I don't understand what was going on there. Maybe something wrong with this phone. But anyways, so I'm back finally. I had other things to take care of, life things, And so there was a delay there of me getting back. Now we were right in the middle of this conflict over on the let's see, that would be we're replaying the Battle of Pharsalus. Took place in Thessaly, 48 BC. But before I jump into that, just let me mention two sponsors we have here, and one of them I've had many times in other videos is Mertu. They make these fine bracelets, also other things. They make jewelry for men, and they make quality products. I've had these bracelets for years, and they still look incredible. And I don't have any issues with them. They use these magnetic metallic clips on their bracelets that work very well. You've got links, so you can increase the length of the bracelet, and they just come off just like that, and then they snap back on. It's magnetic, so it just kind of just pulls it back in. So just like that. And they have many different styles. Check them out, mertu.com, and maybe you'll find something you like. Okay, the other thing that we have here is we've got Serious A dice. Okay, pull up here, and they're from Brooklyn, New York, and there's their web page right there, www.serious. I think it's A dice, but here there's no A. There's just seriousdice.com. But on their YouTube channel, you've got to put the A in there. So, but I really like these dice. This is my second set. Well, actually my first, and then I picked up this blood red set just the other day. And I like the fact that you've got two 20-sided dice. One is a different color, and in the sets, this is not always white with gold lettering. So check them out if you like dice, and that's something that I do like. If you haven't discovered that, I'm sure you will, because I show a lot of dice on here on my videos. So okay, now we get right back over to the action, and we're over here, and the thing that I was analyzing was whether or not Mark Antony wants to stop Paso maybe from continuing his activation. He was able to get momentum and he's got a range of command range of 4. So a enemy zone of control will negate that. So these two are zone of controls. Okay, over here, this one and this one. So he could actually go 1, 2, 3, 4 and slip right through the zone of control and still activate this unit. Now, each of the units he activates are going to take a cohesion hit, but they could basically attack this cohort over here and eliminate him possibly, especially if they're able to trap him here along this this river here. So, and what I was debating when I suddenly got cut off is whether or not Mark Antony thinks that this is a big enough issue that he tries to risk trumping. And you know, when you're thinking about trumping, there's things that you have to take in consideration. Okay. See if I can find that here. Okay, so a leader who fails a trump attempt has been trumped by an opposing leader is finished. An inactive leader on the other side who is passed over his initiative rating is the same or less than that of the trumping leader is still eligible activation but cannot use momentum. So that's the danger is, okay, Mark Antony could be finished. And since I passed on all of these tribunes, okay, and Mark Antony gets finished, then that's going to affect these tribunes that have not been activated. So that's what you got to think about. All right, trumping is a big gamble. Okay, it's not something you want to take lightly. Sometimes it's just best to, just play them as they come. But other times when your opponent is possibly going to get an advantage, you want to try to stop him. And so that's the thing here. Okay, if Mark Antony doesn't trump, then we've got an issue over here that's going to happen. He's already passed he's got his momentum. So okay, is going to have another activation unless someone on Julius Caesar's side of the battle lines attempts to trump. That's the only way they're going to stop him. And if they attempt and fail, then that commander, section commander, and those tribunes are going to be affected. Okay, because they've already passed. They didn't activate when they had an opportunity individually. Okay, so that's going to be an issue, and so Mark Antony has to decide: does he want to try to do something to stop the momentum over here by trying to trump or not? And that's what I'm weighing here, because this Caesar's left flank could fall pretty easily due to the fact that they're really getting hammered here with these guys. So, um, and I've got to like really go back and look because I don't know. I think this Tribune here. I got to go back and try to what happened here. I know this Tribune was activated first. Um, well, no, he wasn't activated first. That was Julius Caesar, who used his elite command to have these guys attack over here. That's what this was. Okay. Um, I've slept too many times since I was I was playing here, so these guys ought to be turned around, really, face the other direction. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so here I am just rambling on. I got to make a decision here. You don't have that long. You've got to act. So Mark Antony is going to wait. He's not going to try to trump. Might be a mistake, but that's what he's going to do. Okay. So over here, okay. So right here is going to activate, and he's got these two units, two cavalry, Roman cavalry units, and they are going to attack this Villette. Now, they're going to be able to attack frontally and from the rear. And he could throw his Pila, but if he doesn't, he could possibly get a defensive superiority with that. So, but each one of these units, this unit here, he wasn't activated, so he doesn't lose. He didn't even move. He didn't do anything, so he's not going to take a cohesion hit. He didn't move or anything. He just stayed in the same place. It was the other unit. So the other unit is going to go from 1 down to 2, or up to 2, I should say. And of course, he's got a movement of 8, so we turn here, and then we move and can turn, and then of course now we're just right into the back here. And this one, of course, hits the front. And he could attempt to turn and only be getting it into the flank, put his back against the river. But of course, he's got a 5, and they both got 8s. So we got a reaction movement here. Let's see here. Okay. It's going to be on page 23, the rules of play, rule 7.14. Reaction facing change. Any unit or stacking units may change facing one vertex per orders phase when an enemy unit moves adjacent to it from a non-adjacent hex. This includes advance after combat. It may not do so if it is already in a ZOC of an enemy unit. After changing facing, the owning player rolls a dice and modifies that die roll by the plus or minus difference between the movement of the moving unit and the movement factor of the stationary unit. If the die roll is higher than the unit's TQ, that unit incurs cohesion hits equal to the difference, with a minimum of 1 cohesion hit, regardless of the dice. So, if that cohort say, okay, this unit here hadn't moved yet. Well, this unit's coming from behind. Then he could attempt to turn. Now he's going to have a +3 to the die, but if he doesn't turn, what are the issues? Well, one thing is we're going to be, instead of being on the flank, okay, we're going to be on the rear, okay, and with the flank, okay, we have to pull back and look up. Let's see if we can get this off. Here we go. All right, so what we have is the attacker is, okay, right here, okay, and we have a let's see, what is this? It's a veteran, okay, so we're going to be at 7, okay, well, there, okay, but if we go flank, it's going to be 9. If we go rear, it's going to be 10. So there's really just one difference, but when you go over here, okay, you look at 9 and 10 and look at the results, okay, they look like they're going to be almost identical. So it's not really going to matter. Okay, him trying to attempt to try to turn. Okay, so we might as well just leave him as he is instead of rolling with that. So, all right, so we moved both of these in, and he decided to hold on. And we're going to have defensive superiority because he has his pilas. He didn't fire his javelins. So, and then we have the attacker has position superiority, attacking from the rear. So, I guess we're going to have the attacker is going to double the defender's result 2 times. The defender is going to triple the attacker's result. Well, let's see if the rules say anything about if there's both. Okay, it says in the above three situations, superiority will be determined by the weapons system. Okay, that's something else here. Let's see. Hmm. Maybe somebody would know. It's probably found somewhere. But what we have is we've got both of them have superiority, and I can't find where it says okay this unit gets it or this unit gets it. So I'm just going to do it like this. I'm just going to allow the veterans to get the defensive support superiority, while the attackers get the position superiority. So the attacker is going to do twice as much damage, while the defender is going to do 3 times. So there we go. I don't know if that's quite right, but that's what we're going to do. All right, so we got that determined. Now we got to look to see on the Clash of Swords. We've got a rear attack, okay, and so that's going to be on the 10 column. So on the 10 column, we also have to look at the size, okay, because we've got 5 and 5 against a 5. So that's going to be 2 to 1. So that's going to shift the column over to the 11. No terrain adjustment. This unit is not depleted like the other ones. This is the only legion that's not depleted for Julius Caesar. Now, the other thing is, we've got to roll for that leader. When a leader is in combat, you've got to roll to see if they are injured, killed, whatever. So, let's roll on the let's see. I think I rolled and I have to get like a 0. Or a 9. Let's see if I can find it here. I know what's on here. I don't see it on the charts. Look it up. Look it up here. Okay, leader casualties. If there's a leader in the hex, okay, that's fired upon. Got reaction fire. Let's see. Okay, so we go to rule 4.83. So yeah, it's got to be a 0. Got to roll a 0. So I rolled a 4, almost a 0. Okay, so no leader. Uh, let's roll now for the combat. Oh, rolled a 0. That's not good for the attackers. So on the results, we've got a 0 rolled. Okay, and an 11. Okay, so the attackers are going to take 3 hits. Defenders are going to take 2. When we adjust for the superiority, that's going to be 9 and 4. So, nine, that's going to take both of these guys out. They're both going to be gone, eliminated. And this leader's going to be left. And he of course, he doesn't have any cavalry left. So this guy here has to take 4 hits, though. Now, I might have done that wrong. Concerning, I don't know if there's, when you're dealing with superiority, if one trumps the other. I don't know if position trumps. Okay, so let's see how many victory points that counts for. I guess it would be. I guess it's under this scenario. I tell you, there is so many good battles in this. See what it talks about. See if it says anything here. No. So that's going to be on the basic rules. I think they just count as their quality, so that'd be 10. So right now it's 20 to 10. So and let's see here. But one thing we have to do is this unit is now missile no. So and I was just looking to see here. About advancing after it's just the attacker. Okay. All right. So Pissot was basically going to be pretty useless because he's got no troops to command, but he can lend his. And he, let's see, he could have, let's see, he had a, he's got that. I got to add that to the dice. So hold on. We've got his, I didn't add his, charisma, which is a 1. So that would have changed the die roll. I don't think it's going to change anything. From a 0 to a 1. And yes, it does. It would have, let's see, it would have been just 6. Okay, let's go back. So it would have been 6. That was a big difference there. Okay, so this unit was here. This unit was here. Okay, and they've got to take 6. Okay, so what'll happen is this one here is going to be eliminated, the one in the back, because he's only at 3. So he'll take 3, and this guy will take 3. Okay, so he's not out yet. So basically, they're locked there. So this unit is the only one that's eliminated. Good thing I caught that. So that means it's going to be, is it 5? Not 10. All right, so that's, now he could roll for momentum again. He's only used 1. But, let's see, he's going to be at, he's got, no. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have to take a cohesion hit for moving again because he didn't move the first time. So, okay, but he could take a cohesion hit and go again. But I think he's not gonna do that. So he's gonna be finished. All right. So now we move to another part of the battle. Pull back. And now we're looking for a 3. Somebody else have a 3? Where's my sheet here? I have just got everybody listed on it. Okay. Okay. When Julius has a 3. Okay. On Julius Caesar's side, we got the prefect cavalry unit over here. But of course he passed, so that's why we were there. So now we would go back to, looks like we're going to go to Lentius. So Lentius, I thought Lentius had already gone. He should have been turned over. I know I used him because I had him move up to attack. So yeah, Lentius should be turned over. I already used him. Okay, which means this tribune here should also be finished because he passed and his section commander is now finished. So Oh, excuse me. I'm all new to this Julius Caesar group here with the rules and everything. So I've got to go back a lot of times to look at the command system. Okay, so I'm looking to see what happens if the Tribune passed and then his section leader becomes inactive. Okay, a Tribune cannot pass if his section commander is finished. Let me look here. So I guess when he becomes finished, and he did, because he activated here, then that then means this unit has to then activate. It can't pass. So this unit here didn't do anything. But with these guys here, then I could then now his range is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's within range. So that's who I now have to either activate or finish. So it says that he cannot pass if his leader, his section commander, is finished. So he can't wait till later. This is it. You know, he's got to do something, or he's got to be finished. And yeah, I think he wants to do something. We're not going to wait here. So let's attack here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 to get up underneath that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, the Tribune is going to come up here. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. I think you want to put him right there. All right. So the first thing we have, of course, is we're going to have reaction fire, and then we're going to have the offensive fire with the Pharsalus going back and forth. So and let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll fire the defense of the reaction fire first. Okay, so we've got one. I'll show those to you here in a minute. Okay, so this is what we got. We've got a hit here, a miss, a hit, and a hit. Okay, so this unit's going to take a hit. All right. This unit doesn't. This unit is hitting here, so this unit hit here. All right. All right, now we have the attackers firing their Pharsalus javelins. All right, so we've got actually 5 firing here. So whoops. Get another. Well, this will work. All right. Seven. We got a 4, and then this one here, of course, a percentage dice. So that's a 1, not a 10. So 1. So all right, so we've got 4 is a hit, 6 is a, let's see, 6. This one here. Yeah, a 6. Okay, so a 6 is a hit. So we've got a hit, hit, miss, hit, and hit. Okay, so each of them are going to, each of the Caesarean cohorts are going to take a hit. So, all right, so we got that. And then we have, of course, we've got the shot must check TQ. That's going to go on between all of these guys. So let me add the hits here to all of these units. Oops. And there's another one. All right. So next we're rolling for the TQ. So roll for the defenders first. Really doesn't matter. All right, so I've got, let's see. I've got a 1, 1 here. I've got an 8 here. Let's see, a 6. Oops, that's a 6, not an 8. So a 1 and a 6. So one thing I don't like about this dice here is the 6 and the 9 look exactly the same. There's no line to let you know. The only thing that lets you know is, okay, it's between the 1 and the 7. Okay, so if I was to look at, say, this dice that does have a line underneath, if you notice the 1, well, this one's not even set up. Oh, yeah. It's 1 and a 5. That's not the way that one's set up. Let's see what this one says. 1 and a 5. So 1 and a 5. That's not even set up the same. But the 9 is right there beside, but it's right beside the 1. You know, okay. So there that is. Anyways, okay. So the only one going to take a hit here. We look at their cohesion rating. This one has a 6. This one has a 7. So this one's going to take another hit. This one's a 6, so he's good, and so is he. So the charge there only affected 1 unit, and not by much, but probably enough to do something, right? So he's not 2. Put that back over there. My table creaking. I keep leaning on us right there. One where the 2 pieces come together. I need to stop doing that. All right, just for the table's sake. So now the Pompanian cohorts have to roll for their shot. Let's check. Uh-oh. All right, the first one, we got a 9. The second one, we've got a 9. Next one's a 4, and then a 7, and I've got to roll that one more, and a 6. This one's a 6 here. Okay, so if we take a look here, this unit here has got to take that 9 here. Okay, now one good thing is, okay, he's alone. So he's going to have to take 4 hits. So he's already going to be at 5. So he's already routed away. Now that one, let's see that over here. Let's see. Let's see here. Over here, this cavalry unit would have to retreat. Or route. So he's not actually eliminated. I just removed him. He's routing. So he was here. He would go here and then here. So that's where he would be. Okay, I don't know why I took him off completely. Okay, so that means this unit here is routing. Okay, this unit here. So he's going to route move 2 hexes. And we're putting a route marker on him. This one. Okay. All right. This guy here is going to be down to 4. All right. These guys here are okay. These guys here have to take 2 hits. So let's see, the guy on the top will take 1. And then the guy on the bottom will have to take 1. This guy here has to take 1 because he's got a 6 cohesion. All right, so that takes care of that. So this unit here is no longer attacking anyone or being attacked. This guy has 2 hits. Oops. It's really hard for me. These small counters. Okay, so now we finally get to the combat. All right, so let's start. Here and there. So what we have is we've got a conscript against a veteran. So conscript attacking a veteran. It's going to be a 7. The only time it's going to be not a 7 would be a recruit. So if we have a recruit, and these are all conscripts, there's a recruit here and one there. So there's where we're going to have instances of where it's going to be a 6. So, and then the other factor is size, and of course the depletion. So the depletions are going to cause an increase in the what column we're going to be on for for the attackers because the Caesarian cohorts are depleted, except for that legion over here, the 8th. All right, so here we've got a cohort versus veteran. It's going to be a 7, but then it's going to increase to an 8. So it goes to an 8. All right, so let's roll on that. Rolled a 1. Okay, attacker takes 3, defender takes 2. Okay, so this guy takes 2, so he's now up to 4. This guy takes 3. Okay, which means he's routing. Turn him around. Give us a route marker. Okay. All right. All right, now here we've got this guy attacking. Tell you what, these guys are here, this guy's going to be here. So these guys are going to have, it's going to be 7. He's a recruit. Okay, attacker's conscript. Okay, against a recruit. So it's going to be a 6. Why is that a 6? Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I don't understand why a veteran against a recruit is at a 6. But a veteran versus a veteran is a 7. Oh well. All right. So right now they got the size advantage, so that increases. Okay, so we've got a conscript against a recruit. So it says 6. Okay, I guess it's easier to defend. So a 6. Okay, now he's depleted, so it goes to 7. And then we've got size, so it goes up to 9. Ooh, I rolled a 9. So attacker 2, defender 4. Alright, so he took 4 hits. So he's at 5. Which means I put this on top of him, so I check for collapse. These guys take 2. So the top guy is Not 2. Bottom guy. Is it 1? Okay, now we go to this one and this one against this one. Okay, so we got conscripts, okay, against recruits. So we're at 6. Okay, now we've got size differential of 3 to 1, plus he's depleted. So 6 depletion moves into 7, and then 3 to 1, 2 to 1, 3 to 1. So we're up to 9. I rolled a 1. Okay, so that's going to be 3 for the attacker, 2 for the defender. So he takes 2. So now he's up to 3. Yeah. And then these guys have to take 3. So he goes to 2. And then here, these guys have to take a hit. That one goes to 2. And this other one has to take, he goes to 3. Okay, and then we've got 1 unit that has to check for collapse, which is this unit right here. So, five, he passes. So he does not collapse. Still there. All right, so this Tribune is finished. And we move on. So now we move to, as I said, Lentius is finished already. Okay, so that means we would, let's see, get my trusted list out here. So we got Labinius, Scipio Africanus on Pompey's side, and Gnaeus Domitius on Caesar's side. So now we go to the 4s. We have to roll to see which one's going to get to go. So it looks like it's going to be the Caesar's. So that's going to be Domitius. And here is Domitius. Right here. So there he is, all in his red glory, red and gold glory. Yeah, let's see what we've got here. And which ones are his? So he's got Legion 27, 6, and the Allied. polyod, maybe. So he's got 3. So let's see here. Um, hmm. Oh, let's see here. Domitius wants to do something over here since his units are being attacked over here. Um, so what he's going to do is he's going to move down the line here to, well, I guess everybody is in command at the start. So what he wants to do, of course, these guys are missile no. Just put this up here so I remember. Um, These two guys are missile now. They've already used their missiles. So what we want to do is we want to like fill up the gaps. So, and also want to do something here. So okay, 1, 2, he goes to there. So we're going to have a shot. Let's check TQ right there. 1, 2 right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just put it on him. And then this guy's going right there. And the Tribune is actually going to move down, I think. No, he better stay there. I'll go ahead and move everybody, all of his guys here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. This guy go here, go first, and then this guy here is going to go there. And then his other legion will basically do the same thing. 3, 3. Couldn't do anything with that guy from there. Alright, so we got movement there, and then over here is where we're going to have, first we're going to have, he's going to throw his javelins, his pila, here, against this guy here. So, got a 5, so yes, that's a hit. So now this guy's going to be to a 3. And then we have the combat. We do have a shot. Must check TQ though. So both of those are going to have to check their TQ. Got a 2 and a 4, so everybody passed. Passed on that. Now we go to the combat. Okay, we got a cohort versus a recruit. Okay, so attacker is a attacker. We actually got 2 attackers, don't we? We got this unit here. This one. Let's see, I think if, let's see, combat, see if we can pick and choose, or if we have to fight everybody in our front hex. Okay, close. Okay. Yeah. Units that attacked by shot must attack all units in their ZOC, unless that defending unit is being attacked by another friendly unit. So yeah, we can't have these two gang up on this guy here when this guy's got these guys here in his zone of control. So he would have to attack here, and he would have to attack here. Where's he at? What's he at? He's at a 3. Why not? We got a chance of possibly making those guys route. Okay. For both of them. It'd be both of them. All right, so we're going to go with these other first. So just pull these back. I guess I could do is use like this gray and this orange to represent the second attack. Okay, the first one was the one that's on the left. So we got a recruit, attack, and a conscript. So, okay, that's going to be an 8. That's where we start. Okay, size is going to be the same, but due to depletion, we're going to be back down to a 7. Rolled a 5. So they both take 2 hits. Okay. And this unit here is going to be routing. So he route moves. There we go. Okay, and the other combat we have. Okay, so we've got a recruit versus a conscript. Okay, again. Okay, that's going to be an 8. Due to size and due to depletion, we're going to be at a 6. We rolled a 1. So 3 and 2. So he's taken 3, which is going to send him routing. This guy's going to take 2, but this guy's going to be further. He's going to be over his cohesion by 1. So he's going to be the only one that's going to route. The other one, this guy's going to be at just 1 from. But due to the fact that he's in enemy zone of control, he's going to have to roll. He's still in the enemy zone of control, so he's got to roll to see if he. Ooh, I rolled a 9, which means yes, he's going to route too. So both of these units, top and bottom, are routing. That's the problem when you're stacking them together. Well, wait a minute. What I say? Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so the top guy had 3 hits. The bottom guy had 2. We've got to even the hits out. So he had 2 hits. So he's only going to be at 4, which means he still would have to roll. And he failed. So he's going to, yeah, they do route. Okay, I did that right. Okay. So Sorry. Okay, so that's what it looks like there. Got a lot of routing units here on Pompey's side. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over here. All these guys in here are missile no. This guy's missile no. Okay, so does Dominius want to try to get momentum? I think he's going to hold, I think. I think he's going to hold. They had him on the run, though. Over on this side, they do. But I think he's just going to hold. He's going to let the Pompeian forces come to him. So, all right, so he's going to be finished. All of his tribunes are finished because they moved when he, under him. Okay, so that means now we go over to the Pompeian side. We got Labienus, Scipio, and Aphronius. So we want to do the cavalry over here. That's one of the things that's what Pompey wanted, was he wanted to get his cavalry involved quickly. So that's where we're at. So they are now going to be activated. Okay, so we've got this orderly withdrawal that's going to take place. So well, it's a prearranged. Normally, only legionary units can do this, but this is a special rule for this scenario. So and they have to be veteran or recruit cohorts. basically this prefect here, cavalry prefect, would have basically passed. Remains inactive. That's what it says. All right, I was reading through some of this stuff on the orderly withdrawal. So, okay, so we've got this orderly withdrawal. So, when these units begin to move, okay, this is a prearranged withdrawal, which is an orderly withdrawal. These units are basically going to retreat back to here. So they get within 2 hexes. So Labienus has control over the cavalry and the skirmishers, but he can't use both. He can use one or the other when he's activated. Of course, we want to use the cavalry because we want to try to run down his cavalry. So these guys would be attacking just the whole herd of them. All right, so and that stream there. Let's see how it affects things in this scenario. Go back up here where it's at. Okay. I don't think it's going to affect anything. Let's see here on the movement. Stream. Okay, nothing for cavalry, of course. All right, so it's not any kind of hindrance or whatever. So we go say 1. Okay, this unit can, of course, all these units can move back. Let's move this back here. 2. 3. 4. 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 8, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 6. Pull back a little bit here. Okay, these are all the skirmishers. This guy can actually move back again. All right, now he could try to get momentum. He's got a 4. So let's try to see if he can get momentum. Rolled a 4. So he can activate again unless someone wants to trump. And that would only be Sully, Caesar, or Mark Anthony. Tell you what, Caesar is going to try to trump, I think. Yeah, Caesar wants to try to trump. All right, so we go over to Caesar. He's got a 6. Rolled a 6. So, Libinius is finished. All right. Now, Caesar used his elite command ability. All right, so Caesar is now activated. So he is going to give activation to some of these units. Range is 9. 6. Okay. He wants this unit here to turn. Or like that. So that's 1. This unit here is going to turn. Well, not yet. It's going to march 1, 2, turn 3, 4, and go right there. This one here is going to turn 1, 2, 3, right there. He's going to have this one fill this gap here. This tribune here, that's going to fill that gap. This tribune's going to move down here. He can move, he has to stay right there. Right there. To be in everybody's range. And then Caesar is actually going to move. So that was what? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. So that's where Caesar's moving. He's moving over to protect his flank against these cavalry units. And try to use those skirmishers maybe. I think he'll wait and try to use them after they've maybe engaged with the cohorts. So, okay, so Caesar's going to be done. Now, since Caesar trumped, that now limits, I think, I guess Sulla could have, Pompey could have then tried to trump the Trump. But because we have that Trump, okay, so because Trump used Trump, Caesar used Trump, all leaders with an initiative rating the same or less than that of the trumping leader is still eligible for activation but cannot use momentum. So let's just get that out. I'm not going to put it on everybody. See if I can find it in here. There it is. I'm just going to put it up here. Trump, no momentum. Okay, so basically all of these other leaders can't use momentum. Pompey should have tried to trump the Trump, I guess. So, but, well, he couldn't, I guess. Well, I guess he couldn't once Caesar, let's see. Once Caesar trumped the momentum, okay. So yeah. So if that leader has an equal or higher initiative rating, so Pompey could have tried to trump Caesar, but I didn't do that. Caesar's already moved, so. All right, let's see here. All right, so Caesar's done. So now we go back to the order here. Okay, so Labienus is done. Then we go to Scipio. Scipio, here we are. All right, here's Scipio. Right here. Okay. And Scipio has two legions. He's got Syria A, Syria B, and they are going to attack. Well, I don't have to use Scipio first. I can use Afranius or Scipio. So I'm going to use Afranius first. He's on the this side here, so I want to use him first. And he's got the Macedonian A and B. So he is going to have his troops go forward. So he's activating his two legions. So here we go. We're going to go. Now, here is where we want to be sure and put the missile no on these guys. This guy's missile no. And this guy here came up, right? So this guy's missile no. So both of these guys, we'll just put it right there. Both of these guys are missile no. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will put him. If he goes there, that's too wide. He'll go to there. Okay. So we got 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up into this map here. How come it squeezed up on me and moved? I don't know. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to go there, and he's going to go there. All right. There we go. All right, so we'll just have to work our way across. These guys can't fire. So we start with this guy. This guy. This guy. We'll do those three first. And then I'll do the other ones. Okay. So This is the reaction fire. Okay, so I've got a 3, 7, and then a 5. So what we got 3, 7, and a 5. So we're gonna have 2 hits. Okay, and of course, not this guy. This guy takes a hit. Of course, we have to have the shock. Okay. Must check TQ going all the way across here, all the way over to here. So, okay, so a hit here, not a hit. Not a hit here. This guy takes a hit. Okay, so now we do the return fire, okay, which is going to be a lot more. So we've got this guy here, these guys, these guys. Oh, well, it's going to be like this. I need to go ahead and, so I did, let's see, those 3 guys. Let's go ahead and do these guys down here now on this other end. And we got one more. Do this one here. Okay. So it's going to be 4. Okay, so we got a 7, a 7, oops, a 2, and an 8. So it's only going to be 1 hit. So it wasn't this guy. Okay, it's going to be this guy right here. So top guy there takes it. All right. Okay, so now we go back to the other side. All right, so we've got, there. Slide back here. Here. Oops. Here. I'll just put these orange ones out here. Here. And here. So that's going to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And this is their javelin, their pila. Okay. So we got 9 and a 1. Oops. A 9. Oh, what's a 1? A 6. A 1. And a 7. All right, so that means we can put this over here. This guy takes another hit, so he's at a 3. This guy here takes a hit, so he went here, 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 here. Yeah, okay, so he takes a hit. Okay, wait a minute. The first guy's a miss. This guy's a miss. So this is not a hit. What am I doing? I gotta go back. Okay. Okay, this guy missed. That's a 9. That's a miss. 1's a hit. A 6 is a hit. So this guy gets hit. Okay, this is a hit. So he gets hit. Okay, and then this guy here, that's a 7. That's a miss. Okay. So now we can slide down to Macedonian A. All right, and they're just firing here, 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 and here. So we've got 4. Okay, so we're going to end up with an 8, a 4, a 0, and a 7. So miss here. This guy takes a hit. This guy takes a hit. This guy's a miss. Okay. All right. So now we're ready to do the sharpness check. So we're going to do the defenders first. I think it's simultaneously the pre-check here. All right, so we'll just go ahead and start here and work back the other direction. So, okay, we're going to do the defenders first. So we've got 4 right there. All right, so we've got a 0, a 2, a 2, and then boom, a 9. All right, so the only one that's going to be affected is this guy here, and he's got a 7, so the difference is 2. So he's going to have to take 2 cohesion hits for that. Okay, now we roll for the attackers. Okay, and for the attackers, we've got a 6, a 3, a 5, and a 0. So no cohesion hits on the attackers. All right. So now we go to Alada Legion over here. And let's see, we've got 5. Is that all? Yeah, 5. So we've got 1 and a 6, a 0, a 0, and a 4. So that means, let's see, let me just check this one right here where he's at. No, he's going to take one. He's got a 5. So this one unit here is now going to go to a 2. He took a cohesion hit. Rest of them are going to be okay. All right, so then we just transfer these over here. That's what I should have done. So the Macedonian B now has to do their cohesion check, shock check. All right, so we've got a 2, a 4, a 1, a 3, and of course another 3. So no cohesion hits there. All right, so now we're ready to go into the actual combat. Let's move these out of the way. Okay, get my red one here. Okay, so this unit here is being attacked by this unit. Oh, we can just close in on these guys. Focus on each attack as we go down the list here, down the row. All right, so we've got a conscript against a recruit here. All right. Okay, conscript versus recruit is going to be 6. Okay, now he is depleted. So now it goes back to a 7. Rolled a 3 on a 7. It's 2 and 2. So both are taking 2 hits. So this guy's got 2. This other guy's going to double with 4, which puts him 1 shy of routing. So we're going to have to check for his collapse later. Okay, so now we move on to these 2 here. So we got a conscript versus a recruit again. So we're at 6. But we go back up to 7 because the Caesarian cohort is the Alada is depleted. So back to 7. Another 3. So we'll go back. So we've got 2 and 2 again. So he takes 2. This guy takes 2. 1 apiece there. Oh, wait a minute. We've got 2 size here, so size difference. So we actually go to 8, but still 8 and 3 is still 2 and 2. So this unit here, oops, small counters are playing havoc. So he's going to be close to, well, he's at the collapse. So we have to check for him. And both of these guys take a hit. All right, this guy against this guy. All right, so we've got a conscript against a veteran. Okay. That's going to be at a 7. He's depleted, so it goes to an 8. Four, 2 and 2. So attacker's going to be at 3. Defender is also going to be at 3. Okay. There's two attackers here. So conscript versus recruit. That's a 6. Now we're going to go up to 7 because of size, and then go up to 8 because of depletion. So 8, and we rolled a 5. That's going to be 2 and 3. So the attackers take 2, which is going to be divided between the 2 units, so they both take 1. Okay. And this guy here takes 3, so he's going to be at 4, which means he's close to being collapsed. He's going to have to roll for collapse. Caesar's line could be melting away. All right, then over here, we've got just 1. Conscript versus recruit. It's going to be at a 6, goes to 7 due to depletion. Rolled a 0. 3 for the attacker, 2 for the defender. So he's going to roll for collapse. All right. Now let's move on down to the next legion. So this guy's here, 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 and then here. So here and here, we've got a recruit versus a veteran. Okay. That's going to be a 6. Okay, it's going to go up to a 7 due to the fact that the Caesarian is depleted, the 6th cohort. Rolled a 2. It's going to be 2 each. So they both take 2. Okay, next. Here we've got 2 cohorts against 1. Conscripts versus veterans. That's going to be a 7. Goes up to an 8 to a 9 due to the size and then depletion. 3, 2 and 2. So 2 each. And then this one here takes 2, so he's at 3. Okay. So now we go here. This is 2 against 1. Veterans and conscripts. So we're at 7. 8 for size, 9 for depletion. And we rolled a 0. So that's going to be 3 on the attackers, 2 on the defender. So he's going to be at 3. Here, top guy's going to take 2. Bottom's going to take 1. And then the last one here, we've got 2 against 1. Okay, conscripts versus veterans, 7. 8 for size, 9 for depletion. I rolled a 1, I'm rolling low. 3 and 2. So he takes 2, so he's going to be at 4. And these guys take 3. Bottom guy takes 1. Top guy takes 2. So he's going to be at 3. Okay, so now I have to roll for all the collapse opportunities we might have right here. All right, so see if we have any collapses. Okay, so on the defender's side, we've got those 3. I rolled a 1, a 9, and an 8. So I know I know this one here passed. So he's going to drop down to 3. Okay. And then these other 2 are going to rout because they didn't pass. So 1, 2, turn him around. And then this other one didn't either. This one here. This one here. Oh, should have turned him over. Okay, and then I have to check this one here. Rolled a 3. He doesn't route. So nobody gets any momentum, so he's going to be done. Of course, these tribunes here, they're done. And the next activation is going to come from Scipio, right here, CM Scipio. And he's got Syria A and B. And this might be a good time for a break here. But we'll take a look to see what we've got here going on. Let's first tackle this over here. We've got cavalry under Labienus is rushing up, trying to engage Caesar's cavalry, and Caesar's cavalry, of course, withdrew along with the skirmishers. And now they are seeing that there's some legionnaires in their way. So, see what happens there, if they're going to try to push through or bring up the skirmishers behind to try to soften them up. Okay, got all these skirmishers here that they could rush forward, bring these guys back, and bring them up there. Let's see. Caesar was able to trump Labienus. Labienus was able to get momentum, and then Caesar trumped him and moved some cohorts in to strengthen the line along here. And then if we go back over here, just to see what we've got going on, of course we had all this fighting that started on the Pompanian right over here that ended in quite a bit of fighting. This legionnaire cohort over here, belonging to the 8th, was able to withstand a ferocious attack by cavalry units. Sent one of the units running off. But the 8th is it doesn't look too good for the 8th over here. Got some units that have routed, and they're in some trouble here. And then looking along the line here, things don't look good here either. But you've got 3 cohorts that have routed here. But if we look here, we've got 3 routing right here for Caesar. Aliad, the Aliad legion. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here, all up and down the line. So this is the Great Battles of Julius Caesar Deluxe Edition. We're playing the Battle of Pharsalus, and it's just now beginning to get interesting. So come back for the next video. Don't forget sponsors here. We've got Mertu. Check them out at mertu.com. And we've got Serious Dice. Check them out at seriousdice.com. Or you can check the links that I put in the description, which will be the YouTube links. So check those out. And thanks for participating, watching these videos. And come back and see what happens in the next one. This is a very tense, dramatic fight for basically control of Rome. So come back and see what happens.